Hello, we are back. It is APE Week 7, and we're going against Hawaiianshaymin and the Spirit Archerss. We're still undefeated 6-0. This is really nice. Frankly, I'm kind of shocked we're still undefeated, like I said last time. Uh, this this team is exactly the opposite of us. It's still 0-6. I think it's decidedly out of playoffs. But we do have, but it is a different coach from the one that it had originally. It's a replacement coach after all. Joined I think last week, so we may still have a challenge on our hands. So we still need to try. But regardless, we're locked for playoffs anyway. So even if we lose, it's not a big deal. So this is just gonna be for fun, for the hee-haw-hoos, and for differential, and to stay at the top so we get a bye. I think this does buys. I'm pretty sure we'd get a bye if we just continued on the way we are now. But I'm not sure. I don't remember. Anyway, continuing on. Let's look at the matchup. We got Tapu Koko, Latios, Heatran, Urshifu, Nidoking, Meloetta, Silvally, Groudon, and Miss Magius. Now, you may notice that there's only 2 ground resists on this team, and they're both weak to knockoff. Both of them, if there's no Colbur Berry shenanigans, will instantly die to knockoff. So that's very nice for us. Which means Landorus Incarnate can kind of go insane this match. It gets in on something like Tapu Koko, and it can just set up a substitute, or fire off a knockoff, or Earth Power, or whatever, with a little drawback. The 32 attack means we always OHKO offensive Latios, and we do have a good chance of OHKOing it even if it's not offensive. And we also always OHKO Miss Magius. And we're minus defense instead of special defense to switch into Tapu Koko. I don't know why this team has both Urshifu and Groudon, 2 water types. Neither of them are defensive in any meaning of the word. So we don't really have a bulky water, which is very strange. This team is very interesting. Silvally could be an interesting threat, depending on the type. It could also be normal, but we do have a Meloetta if they need a normal type. Anywho, continuing on, we have our next one is Porygon 2. This is our go-to switch into Nidoking. And Meloetta and Latios. Again, I don't really know what Meloetta is doing here. It feels very out of place. Both it and Groudon. This team used to have Grimmsnarl, and I think Mega Obama. There's no Mega here, which is also kind of odd. Because this team used to have Mega Obama though, and some other stuff. But now that it does, it feels like it's like much worse now. But who am I to complain? Regardless, Porygon 2, just with all this special defense, it can always switch into, say, Nidoking Earth Power, and with Crazy Choppy Sheer Force, which is nice. It can switch into like Specs Psychic from Meloetta. It is 2-hit KO'd by Focus Blast, so we need to watch out for that. We need to keeping Porygon 2 healthy is going to be pretty important. But this is also our Trick Room setter for another one of our offensive mons, because we're running like high, like very much offense this week. We have like one or two switch-ins to Urshifu, and other than that, we're just trying to outspeed and KO everything around it before it can KO us. Anywho, after Porygon 2, we have Raikou, which is our fastest mon, and it outspeeds Latios, which is very important. And Tapu Koko can't do much against it because we're a calm mindset, and with pressure we can kind of pressure, no pun intended, pressure it quite a lot. Especially with electric terrain, our Thunderbolts are going to be doing a lot of damage to even neutral targets like Heatran, and even resists like Latios and stuff like that. And the thing is, there are really only 2 resists to Thunderbolt on this team, and those are Nidoking and Latios. Both of which I have Stab for and Shadow Ball and Skull. I guess Tapu Koko, but with Electric Terrain that basically nullifies that. So yeah, we get up a Calm Mind, and there's basically very little that can take our attacks after that. We do need to watch out to remain out of range of Urshifu and Groudon Aqua Jet. That's a scary thing we need to keep in mind. I suppose we could also face something like Grass Hill Valley, but I think that'd be really weird. I don't know why Grass Hill Valley would come. So yeah, I think Raiku's going to be an important mon for us. With Thunderbolt and Shadow Ball and with the Calm Mind set, it's going to be outputting a lot of pressure, just like Landorus. Moving on. Marowak. There is exactly... Okay, there's 2.5 Ghost Resist on this team. But even then, that we got Normal Silvally, which would be... While an interesting bring, I don't think it would come. And even if it does come, it can't really do much to Marowak. And we have Meloetta and we have Groudon. Groudon is super frail and gets 2 hit killed by Poltergeist anyway. And Meloetta is O-code by Throat Chop, which is why we have it. I considered running Knockoff, but I figured out that I thought that'd be a bit too risky. Because, you know, if we knock off something else, something else like, say, Latios, or... Actually, not Latios, because if it switches into knockoff, it dies. Let's say Urshifu or Heatran or something like that. Then we can't spam Poltergeist, and that could be pretty disastrous for us. So Throat Chop still Okos, Meloetta, and itemless Latios, so that's pretty good for us. And we're running enough bulk so that Dazzling Gleam from Tapu Koko can never break our sub. So it's gonna have to like run a weird some other set to be able to break it, and we always go with Earthquake anyway. So yeah, that's Marowak, just classic Marowak things. Nothing much more to say about that. Moving on. Next up, we have Blastoise. Like I said, despite there being two water types, they're really frail. So there's really no bulky water this match. So we're kind of free to spam water pulls in conjunction with Dark Pulls most of the time. I considered going with Skull instead of Water Pulse, but for some reason, especially defensive Heatran of all things, we had a chance to get 3 hit KO'd by Scald, even with all the special attack investment. That was really weird. Yeah. So we have Spin, that's to remove rocks from Heatran, and that's basically the only hazards. I guess Nidoking can run rocks, but it's probably not going to. Latios resists Water Pulse, but it's instant dice to Dark Pulse. Tapu Koko is the big threat to Blastoise. While it is cleanly 2 hit KO'd by Water Pulse, it isn't O-code, so even after we get a Rapid Spin up, it prevents us from like straight up sweeping. But we do have a lot of switches to Tapu Koko, so I'm not too worried about it. I have a feeling Blastoise is going to be just fine, even with the threat of Tapu Koko. If we keep up the momentum and we keep outputting pressure, I have a feeling we can do pretty well. This is also a good switch into Groudon, because our Mega Stone makes it so we don't lose stuff to knockoff. And then we could just Oko with our Aura Sphere, which is pretty cool. And Aura Sphere also to clean into hit kills Urshifu, which is also nice. So this is going to be more of a late game option. after stuff's been more properly chipped down, this can come in and deal with stuff like Tapu Koko or Urshifu, and those problematic threats that would have otherwise really been hard to take out. Next up, this is the last mon. This is Dragon Dance Como. The only fairy type is Tapu Koko, and the only other dragon resist on this team. Wait, did I put Drain Punch? It's not Drain Punch. It's not Drain Punch, Como. It's actually Dragon Claw. It's Dragon Claw, not Drain Punch. Yeah. Yeah, so we get up a dragon. This is, again, like a thing to help, what's it called? Blastoise go crazy. Either Blastoise comes in first and ships down mons like Tapu Koko or Urshifu, or we come after and we're able to finish off what Blastoise started, pretty much. I originally wanted to run like a bulky set to switch into Urshifu and Crawdont, but I realized that would really put a stop on the pace of the game, and that would really hurt the offensive thing we got going on, and we really want to keep outputting a lot of pressure. And if we're a bit too passive, that could really hurt us in the long run when they got threats like Latios and Nidoking that we really don't want to give free turns to. So yeah, this is just another strong offensive threat with the ability to sweep. Earthquake Oko's Heatran. It cleanly 2-hit KOs Nidoking, and we speed tie it, so I'm not sure how much boosted Dragon Claw does to Meloetta. I don't exactly remember. I might run Outrage instead of Dragon Claw. It's probably still going to do a lot to Heatran, and Heatran's not really going to want to switch in anyway. And the extra boost of power could really allow us to break through mons like Urshifu or Meloetta, stuff like that. Anywho, that's the team. I have a pretty good feeling about this. Either way, whoever wins this, it's gonna be a fast match. Like, this isn't gonna be like a 30-turn game. It's gonna be like a 13-turn game, because monsters are just gonna be falling down left and right. Anywho, I'm pretty excited for that. So I'll see you in the match. All right. We'll have to be pretty quiet today, but we're about to be having our Week 7 match. It is past midnight on my birthday. Actually, it's not my birthday anymore, so I can't say that, but up until 11 minutes ago, it was my birthday. So maybe that luck carries over, but I'm also extremely tired, so we'll see how this pans out. Oh. Oops. Well, it's going to take a few moments for the match to start. So, how was your day? My day was pretty good. I had my birthday, as I said. What else? I spent time with a friend. We hung out. I spent time with my family. Ah, there we go. Alright, let's look this up. No Latios and no Tapu Koko. Wow, this is actually great for us. I think the lead here is probably Raikou, right? I'm gonna go with Raikou on this one, because it outspeeds everything in theory, as long as there's no odd scarfing. Let's just have fun. Yeah. Either that or again, maybe I just go into Blastoise, because nothing really threatens Blastoise on this team at the moment. What's the lead gonna... I don't know, I'm probably just gonna go Raikou. Yeah, let's go Raikou. Okay, Crawdon's here. I'll go for Thunderbolt. Sash Crawdon. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Going for Blastoise. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Alright, for Rapid Spin. Nice boost. We could go into Mismagius. I'd commend them if they did, but it's a bit too risky. I just take the Aqua Jet chip and Rapid Spin off. Very nice. What's coming in next? Meloetta, alright. Let's find out if this is Scarf Meloetta. Wow, this Relic Song, okay. I'll just go for Urshifu. I should still outspeed. Oh, it lived. Huh, interesting. I'll just go for Como. And we go for Dragon Dance. Wait, what? Wait, is this no speed Meloetta? Alright then, I guess. This is certainly something. Alright, this is going pretty well for us. What's this heat rank gonna do? No, seriously, I don't know what this heat rank could possibly do. Alright. Flash Cannon, we take those. What next? I'll probably just sack Raikou here. Yeah, very nice. And now we go into Landorus. And we get it for Yours Power. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Urshifu's here now. I think I just sack Marowak. Ice Punch. Is this Scarf? Wait a minute, what Urshifu, what? Was I working with the wrong Urshifu this entire time? I need to check this. I thought this was Rapid Strike this entire time. I'm going insane. What? What? What's happening? Where is this? No, that's not the right one. TSA. Welp, that was certainly something. Welp, that was a thing that happened, I guess. Yep, that sure did happen. I guess that's it. I mean, we were probably gonna win anyway. I mean, this was what, let's think. I don't know how this could have gotten, because like then, I don't know. I don't know. Focus Sash Crowder was a nice tank, I must admit. But doesn't matter if, you know, you used the wrong mon. So, yep. Well, that's pretty anticlimactic, but we take those, I guess. I guess, like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one? Question mark? That's odd. Very odd indeed.